what Arty Noobs with general disturbance. This is a T29. It's a tier 7 American heavy tank. It's located on the eastbourne of Berlin and it's under the command of Ohforfoxache of W0P. And alongside him is Checky, also in the T29, so they're doing a platoon. Game on! Well, the best gun for the T29 is the 105mm, and yep, that's what I think that's not what they're packing. That's a 90mm gun, 240 Alpha, 243mm pen with APCR. With the standard, it would only be 160. It's arguably the best tier 7 heavy tank in the game, mostly down to the fact that if you go hull down, the armor's very difficult to penetrate. Jackie's gone up front. So look. Yep, there you go. His name's not popping up because I think there's a difference on the settings. But that doesn't matter us because all we need to know is what the tank type is, really. Okay, Porlac tank up ahead. We're hull down. So's he, for the matter. But we've got no shot on him at the moment. The standard reload for this tank with the the 90mm is a fake actual gun because of course they didn't have 90mm. So it's only got the 105mm. I'm looking here for the stats and I can't see them, so maybe I've only got the stats for the 105. Yes, because that's 320 Alpha, not 240. He's only got 240. It should be around about 10.9 seconds. That's the standard reload for a 105. Might be a little faster because it's only a 90mm shell. Still a big shell, nonetheless. That Porlac tank is keeping him lit. And yes, he gets the component even at range. Just gets to show how accurate the 90mm gun is. And then he goes and proves me wrong by firing that shell directly over the top. Well, he was able to go through the mantlet with that one. You can see the Porlac tank can't get back. Now, he fired that one in just as the guy moved, so I think that may have helped him. And yet again, he's firing them over the top. And that one definitely managed to go in through the metal. That was where it actually went. It went to just the top of the mantlet. And at that angle on the mantlet, it's going to careen off no matter what. Okay, he's decided to push forward. His teammates are going forward as well. As long as he can stay relatively hull down, he's safe. There's still some enemy tanks ahead of him though. And look at that one there, the M6. He's driven himself up against the building. He's raising his rear, which is actually working against him really. Well, that one tracked him as well as hitting him, but he's managed to dismount, but he's still taking hits. The request for help's coming from the Kalana, not from Checky. And there's the kill shot. That's the first kill for Ohforfoxache. Now, you may be pleased to know that we've actually got several T29 replays to do because I managed to accumulate quite a few over a very short period of time. I was mostly doing the Arty replays, and that meant that all of the tank replays get put to one side whilst we get the Arty ones done, because after all, we are mainly an Arty channel. Now, that IS-22 is really cheeky by coming where he is. But now he's going to pay for it because we're firing rounds directly into his rear. The Porlac's gone, by the way. He's been taken out. So the IS-22 Oh, that one bounced off, but we bounced around from a Type 64 further off in the field. And he's got a 76mm main gun, but he's going to find it very difficult to penetrate the armor of a T29. Now, it looks to me like he's probably inside the bunker, but we just can't see him at this range. Remember, this is a heavy tank, so it doesn't have great view range. Trying to take out the Nomad at distance. It's a tier 8 game with tier 7 tanks. Ooh, that one went wild. There's the Type. He's been spotted now, but he's actually sitting behind the bit of metal right in the center of the bunker. Well, Checky's going back. We're actually at a very great disadvantage, actually. You can probably see that straight away. The enemy's got 9 tanks, and we've only got 5. Oh dear. We're outnumbered. And so I think it's been decided, defend the cap area as much as you can. Checky's going around the other side. Of course, he needs to do that, otherwise he has to go all the way down to the cap, turn around it and cut back across the bridge. And in fact, the enemy is now starting to turn up. And we've got a P43 Tur. Now we can hit him from this distance. He needs a bit of lead on that Nomad, but he should still be able to hit this one. Okay, go for it. No! I thought for a second he had a kill there, but take the Nomad out. And he still can't get it, even at this range. That's better. It's working at last. This is normally a very reliable tank, the T29. Lots of people like it. And, oh, we're taking shots in the rear from another P43 Tur. And that was a peek and boo, because he fired and then quickly ducked into cover, knowing full well what could come back at him. Now, Checky has had a few losses of hit points there, and he's under fire now, so we've ducked around this corner. They ought to stay together to cover each other, and that way it's going to be doubly difficult for the enemy to take them down. In fact, oh, somebody took a big hit there, and I get the feeling that was the Kilana hitting one of the enemy, and in fact they just lost their P43 Tur. And now they're about to lose another one. Well, go for the ram kill. Or shoot him in the ass. Nice. That's his 3rd kill. Checky's already got 5. Checky's sort of like saying, stay where you are. That means they've got a brothers in arms already. So long as they stay alive, they've got a brothers in arms. And Checky now has a top gun. No wonder he's lost so many hit points. He's been killing a lot. Okay. We're giving him a bit of assist there, pushing him up. It means now they've equalised the scores, because this one platoon has managed to get 9 kills of the enemy team. And now it's 4 versus 4. And we've got 2 heavy tanks. They've only got 2 mediums, 2 lights. In fact, I think having our tank destroyers is also a major advantage, because the Kilana and the Burza are actually quite good vehicles, but they're holding back. They're just sitting there waiting for anybody to go into the cap area. Ohforfoxache's not trying to push Checky into getting any more, but it would be nice if he did get another 2 kills and got a Radley Waters out of this. Mind you, it'd be even nicer if Ohforfoxache got a top gun as well, and it's possible he could get one. They're certainly doing very well, because 3,224 hit points so far. We just lost the Burza, and this could be the reason. We've got a Centurion here. Now, trying to hit the Centurion when angled is not easy, but through the side, we can definitely penetrate it through the side. But he's punching holes into us. And in fact, he's not the only one. We've lost a lot of hit points very quickly. And that was a shot from Checky, who actually hit our rear by mistake. Oh, but we got a nice shot into the T3485 turret. And he's not going to poke out again unless he wants our drilling. And now the Centurions come back. The Kalana's trying to get involved. Checky has just killed the Centurion. The Kalana wants a piece of that T3485M. Now, the enemy has only got 2 light tanks remaining. The AMX CLC and the Type 64. T3485 was wiped out by the Kalana, who wanted that extra kill. That means Checky is on Radley Waters if he can get one of the next or the last 2 enemies. And Ohforfoxache, well, he can't get a Top Gun now, but he can get 4 kills. Even 5 kills if he can get both. But I think he'd much prefer it if Checky got his Radleys. Oh, Checky just took a hit. A big hit from the, I think that was the 76mm on the Type. Going in through the side of the vehicle. Yeah, he's knocked him down to a 1-shot. Well, we're heading off to the enemy cap area. So we've got ourselves a convoy. Who's the rubber duck? If you can remember the film. I think Checky must be the rubber duck. He's right in the middle. Who's Pigpen? Well, I don't think the enemy wants to engage us whilst we're in a convoy like this, because he might actually get 2 shots coming back for every 1 shot that he fires at us. And that might not be so convenient for him. They, according to the scoreboard, they've got 1,200 hit points between them. The AMX CLC 901, of course, is the tank, the new tank that we were given by Wargaming to celebrate their anniversary, and we've just been spotted. So somebody out there is, oh, there he is, the AMX. 1 round in, the next round could prove his end. Oh, well, he's a 1-shot now. So, Checky, get the kill. Get the kill. Oh, that was donkey to the right. Oh, dear. Come on, Checky. Come out of that ditch. I think he dove into the ditch because he was low on hit points. But he's going to miss out on getting a Radley Waters if he doesn't get that kill. He's chasing after him. And we've got the 2-minute warning. Well, he's come out of the ditch to see if he can spot him, use his gun depression. Meanwhile, Ohforfoxache is chasing after the 901. Oh, no! Checky just got taken out by the Type 64, and that means that there's no more brothers in arms. And it's too far past for us to actually... well, it's not too far past because we can cap out. Yep, the Kalana went straight into the cap area, but the problem is he's probably going to get reset. So it would be better for us to actually get into the cap with him, and then it's up to the enemy to decide who they're going to try and reset first. And if we plant ourselves between us and between the Kalana and the enemy, it's all the more difficult. Well, he's turned up and he's round the other side. He got the reset that he wanted, but will he actually get wiped out? Well, yes, he did. And that's the 4th kill for Ohforfoxache. But are we going to lose out on getting a win? Yeah, the 901 has disappeared. No sign of him. And I'm not sure we can cap out now. I don't think we've got the time. The Kalana's in the cap, and yes, it's 1:22 for him. We've only got 30 seconds left in the game, so I suspect this is going to be a draw. unless we can find that 901. And there he is. So we know where he is. He is a one shot. All we need is one good shot. And he gets it. He gets it. Ohforfoxache wins the game and Kalana thanks him. Here's the end of battle stats. And that was the first ace tanker for Ohforfoxache of what? In the T29. In fact, I can tell you, both players in the T29 managed to get their ace tanker, even though Checky did die to the Type 64 in the end, unfortunately. So a first ace tanker for Ohforfoxache. He also got a fire throw effect for doing more damage than the hit points for his own vehicle. He got a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He ended up with 5 in the end. And he also got a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him. A bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. A hand of God for surviving, having received damage from at least 4 different enemy tanks. He did get a crucial contribution because between them, they did manage to get 12 kills. Yes, Checky got 7 and Ohforfoxache got 5 in the end. So between them, 12 kills, and that's another medal you can't take away, even if one member of the team does go down. He also got a high caliber for dealing the most damage in that game overall. His win rate was 11,462. And of course, as the Kalana thanked him as well, because of course he did save their necks. Because if he hadn't have killed that 901, then it would have been a draw for certain. And it would have been a very poor draw as well, in the sense because they had the chance. They could have done it earlier. They could have got the kills. They could have won the game. But in the end, unfortunately, fortunately, Ohforfoxache got that shot on the 901 just at the right moment to actually save them. So let's have a look at team score. Well, we can see the highest damage in the game was Ohforfoxache. He got 4,318 hit points of damage. Second highest was Checky, not surprising that, 2,990. Third highest was in fact the Kalana, 2,595, just beating Centurion 1, who managed 2,526. The Kalana ended up with a steel wall in that game as well. When it came to kills, we can see top scorer was Checky. 7 kills to him, 5 kills went to Ohforfoxache, and 4 kills went to the Centurion on the enemy team. And when it came to base XP, it's actually Ohforfoxache who came out on top. 1,605 went to him, 1,458 went to Checky, and 879 went to the Kalana. And we can see Checky's figures if I bring them up. His win rate was 7,277, not as high as Ohforfoxache, but he did get that top gun. He was just 1 tank away from getting a Radleys, and it would have been lovely if he got the Radleys. I think it was the fact that he had so little hit points. He dived into the ditch, hoping that he could avoid any shots. But if he'd actually stayed up out of the ditch, I think he probably would have nailed one of those enemies, especially either the Type 64 or the 901. Pretty sure he would have got the Type, and that would have given him his Radleys. And so, yeah, I think it was a case of Checky, and I hope I have pronounced his name correctly, that if he'd actually gone into the cap with the Kalana, then it would have given the Type an incentive to actually turn up early, and then he could have nailed him. So anyway, let's go back to the rest of the information. We can see that 38 shots were fired, 24 direct hits on the enemy, 21 penetrations. He fired a couple of shots at the Centurion, which hit him on the wrong angle and they bounced off. 4,318 hit points of damage, of which 1,128 were at more than 300 meters. He received 12 hits from the enemy, but only 7 of those actually penetrated, 5 non-penetrations. 890 hit points of damage blocked by armor. 2 enemy vehicles spotted, 9 enemy vehicles damaged, and 5 killed. And he actually suffered a loss from that game of 86,393 credits, mostly down to the ammunition he was using the premium ammo, and of course that's where it really cost them. 16,855 experience points out of that one as well, because they got a mission completion reward of 14,448. That's quite high. So yes, the game ended 14 minutes and 15 seconds. They only had 10 seconds left for him to take that shot on the 901, but he did get him. And I think it actually helped that an earlier shot he fired reduced the 901's hit points to virtually nothing. And again, that if Checky had actually got that shot on the 901, even with an HE round, I think that would have been enough to finish him off. So 2 aces and a very nice first ace for Ohforfoxache in the T29. Hope you enjoyed that battle. If you did, please give it a like, and thank you for watching.